Hey, what's up, people? What's up? So, Elphaba update for, I guess, today, the 16th of September. The Harley situation. So, if you didn't know, Harley and Elphaba used to be friends slash friendly with each other until the concert happened where allegedly, supposedly, Elphaba did some things to Harley that Harley did not like, and there have been SA allegations ever since. Now, there is a court date, November 21st, 2024. Harley did come on and speak about the whole situation briefly and put out this date. And what's interesting or concerning to a lot of people, there isn't any criminal charges filed. From what I can see, from what is in front of me, it seems that this is a civil matter. If this court date and situation on November 21st is true and founded. So, honestly, whenever there's a situation when it comes to accusations as serious as I say, I don't really want to say anything that will, I don't know, for or against the situation because I wasn't there. So, how can I, make an opinion or formulate a comment when I wasn't there? All I will say is put it in front of court, put it in front of peace officers and let justice take its place. However, or whenever that justice will unfold and take place, right? Other than that, hey, my last video on Elphaba was about the whole substance abuse thing because there's still so many factors to that. And what was interesting is a lot of people have been commenting that everybody these days uses substances, and not really, not exactly. Plus, there's a walloping gray area with that because, hey, I drink energy drinks. Can you say that's taking substances? Well, it really depends on your ideals and how strict or whichever governing body is. If I was, in the Olympics and I'm taking energy drinks, then yes, it would be considered I'm taking substances because there's very stringent, parameters where certain things that you may think or use every day, you drink a little bit of coffee. Well, caffeine is a stimulant, my xanthine that I take, my taurine that I take with my energy drinks to, stimulate my brain, keep me awake. That would be a banned substances, right? On certain standards. So once again, it really depends on you and whatever, but what's still at play is that you have a parent, Elphaba's parent Maria, exposing their child, albeit they are an adult by a lot of factors. Some people might say, yeah, they're an adult, by way of the law, but they're still a child, right? There's never anything good to come from exposing your child or doing substances with the child, allegedly. I still got to say allegedly, but there's pretty concrete evidence out there of what has been happening and what will continue to happen until something does, changes with Maria and, Elphaba and whatnot, etc. Because it's all negative from here on out, in my opinion, and looking at statistics, etc., etc., etc. Now, back to the Harley situation. So we got Harley here. Once again, I have no idea what will happen or what's going to happen or what evidence or proof or whatever Harley has. But in a civil matter, there tends to be a propensity for less, burden of proof, right? When it's criminal, it's beyond a reasonable doubt that this happened versus that it didn't happen. So I totally understand that. And I can't really speculate on why Harley took the route of, civil versus, criminal. But, you got to factor that in as well. So we shall see come November 21st. People, if you have more information or if you know anything about this situation or whatnot, then please, leave me a comment or send me a message or do something. I am on TikTok, Philtrum TikTok. That's at Philtrum TikTok. Find me on there because I will be cross-posting just the audio of this video because, it takes up a lot of my time when I gotta render twice. But hey, I gotta do what I gotta do, right? So with that said, I'm out of here. People, have a great rest of your Monday. I am here. I'm doing my thing. I am cooking. I am cleaning. I'm doing chores. chores, not cheers, chores. And I am speaking to family about matters of concern within my familial unit. So, cheers, be safe out there, take care of yourselves, and have a good one.
Okay, right, I'm just going to say one thing, and this is just to address something. So, I'm going to actually send this to the police because I know this is going to be recorded. So, hi police, I am saying this live. Here we go. There has been a person on this app, who shall not be named for legal reasons, who has accused me of SA. Which is totally ridiculous, and I generally just want to say my point of view, if that's alright. I'm going to say this in the most mature way possible. And I don't know if you all agree with this. Like, you may hate me, okay, fair enough. You can hate me. However, let's not lie about SA, and let's not do something like this. Because, can I just ask you an honest question? And I generally want you to all kind of listen to this. If someone was generally SA'd, at that concert, there would be security looking, there would be people seeing, there would be some sort of action. If I was to do something like that, I probably would get in the by his boyfriend. I actually have witnesses who I was with the entire time who saw nothing. And all on tour up, security were everywhere. We're talking barriers on the exits to help people drive out. So that's kind of a situation. And also, why would you go on social media first and say that? Do you get where I'm coming from? Like, why would you say you got SA'd publicly on a platform and targeting a specific individual? And also, why would you tag someone so happily the next day and say, Elphaba Dirty, I took a picture of Elphaba? That doesn't add up. Like, surely if you were a victim of some sort of like that, like, what happens? You know what I mean? Surely you wouldn't post that on social media and you'd go to the police privately, because it's a mockery of real SA victims. And what I've seen in the chats is there's been a lot of backdoor chats and Discord saying that, oh, I'm teasing them first. I'm teasing the crowd. It's not okay to accuse someone of that. And especially if you did go through something like that ever, you shouldn't be online about it and you should go to the police straight away. This is the online thing, right? This is where people wanna come at me. But girl, like, you have to listen. Like, this isn't just like fun and games. This is like a real situation where I'm generally facing a lot of unnecessary hate when I've done nothing wrong. Because I generally do have 2 witnesses. So if you want to know what happened that night, I was with Naveed, and we were waiting for Nicki Minaj. We waited for a few hours. I sat down most of the time because my legs hurt. I stood up in the concert pretty much all the time, and I was like, ugh, I want to sit down. I spoke to Naveed's friend pretty much all the entire time, and we just kind of chilled and chat. People came up to me for photos, said hello, kind of Scooby-Doo, you know what I mean? Nicki Minaj didn't come out, so we got a taxi home. I've got nothing to hide, baby, you know what I mean? And no, I didn't, and don't try and gaslight me into saying words that aren't true. Do you know what I mean? I just wouldn't. I'm sorry, that's just something that does not happen with me. So, girl, like, just look at CCTV for yourself.